What's up YouTube? This is your friendly neighborhood Saiyan here. That's right, it's me, but Saiyan. And now I got a big one for you guys today. Okay, first of all, coming at you from an unordinary location. Um, Away with work, but I could not resist to record this one for you guys. Um, as always, going strong at searching for Dragon Ball CCG things, and have I struck gold? Oh yes, I have. I did indeed. I have managed to find not 4, but 8 boosters of Fusion. Fusion, set 4, um, arguably a set going in the right direction in the CCG. We've had new mechanics come into the game with Fusion, um, being the Fusion ability. So we got to see the creation of the Fusion deck and the first 3 Fusion cards in this set as well, namely Gotenks, Majin Buu, and Vegito. As you can see, we got Vegito there, and we got Gotenks there. These are our 2 covers for these boosters. And the thing is with this set is it's such a weird one, and I'm gonna get into cracking these open, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of overview of what we're talking about here. Back in 2009, a year after the game has died. It hasn't officially died until 2009 actually, because Bandai wouldn't give an announcement or anything like that, but they pretty much have stopped it. There were no tournaments anymore, all that. The website was still alive, which was good. And these Fusion boosters and booster boxes and cards from Fusions, they were all over the internet. There was literally no problem getting the Fusion cards. And then all of a sudden, they just completely dried out, as if somebody went out and just bought them all out. And the thing about this set is that it's not even the best. Like Destructive Fury, set 3, The Awakening, and The Awakening as well, set 2, in my opinion, are actually probably better sets than this one. I would definitely put my head down and say set 3 was actually better than Fusion. Fusion held back, I think. It did have a lot of good things going for it, but it just didn't quite bring it back home. Set 5 was obviously the creme de la creme, the pièce de résistance, the best set in the game. So you can understand my hype when I managed to locate some of these guys, and I think just by looking at these, they might have been on some store shelves. It kind of looks like that there's a bit of a marking on pretty much all of them, like as if it had like a price tag on them or something like that. I'd love to believe that that's the case, because then that would mean to me that there was no fooling around with these, that they're not repackaged or anything like that, that they are genuinely what they are supposed to be. What are we hoping to open in these? Well, as you can imagine, I do have a card from every single set now. I do have a copy of every single card in the game. What I'm kind of looking for is some of the promos, the silver writing promos to be exact. So what I'm hoping to find here, guys, is I'm really hoping for a Dignity of the Conqueror, and that's a rare, so it might be in there. The set has 101 cards. There is an ultra rare in every 6-pack, so we might find an ultra rare, we might not, but there will definitely be a rare in one of each packs. And if we do manage to crack open a Dignity of the Conqueror, that's absolutely going to make my day. On top of that, if there is one wish, if I could have, by collecting all the 7 Dragon Balls, that would be a cooler, the ultra rare cooler, the 4th form cooler. I have a copy of both of these cards, but I only have 1 copy, and realistically, Dignity of the Conqueror I would like to put into a lot of different decks. Um, Besides that, what else? Final Flash is an okay ultra rare. Fuse Majin Buu is a really good one as well. So if I do find any of those three, I'll be very chuffed. But then again, we have Mighty Mask, we have Wipeout Attack. Those aren't exactly the bombs, so to say. Um, um, but in terms of rares as well, if we do get a GT Super Saiyan Goku, that's a nice card to have. The GT Super Saiyan Goten is another pretty okay card. I think I only have 1 or 2 copies of that guy, so I would be happy with those as well. But the majority of the cards, I mean, we're realistically hyping, massively hyping for the Dignity of the Conqueror. So without any further ado, let's see if we find any. Okay, I don't have my trusty scissors or anything like that. I just grab these boosters as they've arrived, and I've taken with me to this journey. So we're gonna have to use our good old hand cranking technique. And the good thing about these sets actually is that you do get a little bit of a perforation there, so you can pull down on the card. That's something that other card games could also potentially learn from. I was maybe a little bit too shy here in opening this. Now I never actually managed to find any fusion boosters. This is my very first time trying to crack open one of these, and God, it is proving to be difficult. But we are getting into it. We kind of have to butcher the whole thing. It's a bit of a shame. I was kind of hoping to see save at least one booster here, but never mind. Let's see what we have here. So we found a Ginger, and this is our commons. We got an Appointment to the Force. We got a foil Transformation Beam. That's pretty sweet. Put that to the side. We got a Wedding Dress in Flames. We got a Mummy Man, which is a really good card, guys. We got a Doer, which is a Cooler Force dude. Succeeded Knowledge. We have a Charging the Energy. This is our first uncommon. And we have a Cosmic Halo, which is also an uncommon, and we have a Fusion for our rare. So nothing very exciting for now, but we're gonna carry on going. Let's look at one of the Vegito ones this time, and again the opening is a bit unsuccessful. I wish I had my scissors, I really do, because these boosters are tough. They use some sort of a really tough plastic, maybe has some vinyl-y thing in it as well. Okay, now I'm liking this. Exceptional Power. That's an excellent card if you're running some sort of a cooler operation. And I actually only had 2 copies of this guy, so that's definitely a great pull there. Proud Clan. Oh, you kidding me? Oh my god! Oh my god, guys, we made it in the second booster. Not only a Dignity of the Conqueror, but a foil Dignity of the Conqueror. Shit, me. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Guys. I cannot believe this. Look at that. That is just beautiful. I can't believe it. That is amazing. That's a foil Dignity of the Conqueror. Like, if there's nothing else in the next 6 boosters, I'm already happy. This is already worth it. This card here is why I still carry on hunting. This card here is why I still am so excited about this game. I'm speechless. Shit. Okay. Right. Let's move on. We'll come back to this one in the end. Let's move on. But Jesus Christ, that is beautiful. Okay, we got a Captain Ginyu. We have an Orange Star High School, which also came out in promo. Hidden Weapon, Wedding Dress in Flames, Sudden Change, Nikki, and we have an Education Conscious Mother. It's quite interesting because it doesn't look like we had any uncommons. Oh no, we did. The Proud Clan and the Cosmic Halo were uncommons. So our second rare And indeed, this one had 2 rares, as you can see. We had the foil DOTC and the education conscious mother. Uh, Jesus, God. Okay, let's carry on with a Gotenks one here. So I even remember going on eBay back in 2010, early 2010 actually, and I've seen this listing of it was basically an open booster of Fusion that was for sale, and the rare was a non-foil DOTC, and I kept putting it off, not buying it, and then all of a sudden it disappeared, and that's when it dawned down on me that I'm gonna be struggling to get some cards. Okay, so what we got here, Lost Dragon Ball. Now this card has an absolutely brilliant art. Check that out. If you remember that from old school Dragon Ball, that's a very terrifying moment. Okay, we got a Lord Donkey here, and we have another foil here, Sudden Change. This is a really cool splashable technique, by the way, guys. You have to be the defender, but target user gets +0/+2 until the end of turn. So it's probably one of the best Earth-like pumps that you get in the game. So Sudden Change is definitely a good card. We got Wave Cannon. I've talked about Wave Cannon when I talked about my the counter cards in my counter analysis, so check that out if you're interested to see what I said about the counters. We got Kibito here, we got Enin, Unexpected Outcome, another counter, not a good one. We have Invisible Opponent, another counter, and last but not least we have a Super Dodonpa, and last but not least we have a Self-Explosion as our rare, which is not a great card. So let's move on. Another Vegito one. Let's see. Crack open this bad boy. Trying to kind of have a feel for how to get into these boosters as quickly as I can. Okay, we got a Mecha Mercenary Tau. It's really cool to see these cards being open. I just need to say that they do have a really cool retro kind of feel to them. Cheer from the Goddesses. We have a Guard Robot as our foil. This looks really sweet in foil, actually. I think most villain cards look really sweet in foil, to be fair. We have a Chi-Chi, a Giru, Powerball, excellent card, guys. Excellent card for your Giant Tape deck. Do check it out. Another Wave Cannon, Lost Pride, Lottery, and our last card is a new Pupil. So still nothing very exciting besides the DOTC on the rares, but we're only halfway through. We still have 4 boosters here. Still have 4 boosters, and if you might be thinking, well, why didn't I keep these? Why didn't I keep them sealed? Well, this is a card game, guys. Boosters are to be opened. I'm not the guy who would be trying to be price gauging on any of these things. This foil DOTC is why I'm doing this. That's the reason. Okay, we got a Sound Show. Not that Evil Tribe ever needed any more boost after sets 1 and 2, but here we go. We have Sound Show. Another Sudden Change. We have a foil Mutaito, which is a rare, so that's pretty cool. And Mutaito is actually really good for Earth type decks and also Hermes style decks. So Mutaito, it's actually somewhat an underrated card, and it's a rare. So we got a rare foil there again. Wedding Dress in Flames, Mummy Man, again, excellent card. Orange Star High School, another Powerball, Bashoshan, and we have a Vidal, and our last card is a Gotenks. Now, that's what I'm talking about when I say good rare cards. Gotenks is an excellent card, one of the fusions, really easy to slot into a lot of decks. Generally, Goten and the Young Trunks, they like to help each other out, buff each other out. So really easy to get a Gotenks into play. An excellent start if you are about to run a fusion deck. So again, we had 2 rares in that pack, which is pretty cool. pretty cool. Of course, the other, I said deck, I meant booster. The other booster where we had 2 rares was the foil DOTC booster that we opened. Literally the second one that we went to. Okay, this one I kind of screwed up there a little bit. Apologies for that. So yeah, I never really managed to get any boosters from Fusions. This is my very first time opening Fusion boosters. I'm really chuffed with that, that I managed to find these guys. So we got Attack of the Androids, we got Mysterious Android, we have another foil rare, Super Ghost Kamikaze Attack. I mean, that's pretty epic. Again, the card itself is pretty funky as well. Especially for you Good Tanks fans out there, this is a really cool little card to have. Another Mummy Man. If we would be drafting, I would certainly be running all 3 of them. Upa, Clever Play, Training in the Other World, Lord Donkey, another Lost Dragon Ball, and our last card is an 8-hand technique. Alright guys, just bear with me for a moment, just chill on these cards for a second. I have forgotten to do a pretty important step in ensuring that you guys will be enjoying this video, which is taking a cover photo. So, okay, I don't want to do that right now. And we still have these 2 final boosters ready to open. And I suppose let's get into it. Let's switch it up a little bit. I'm not gonna go into the Vegito as last. I'm gonna go into the Gotenks one as last. So let's see what we find in this Vegito one. And the likelihood of us getting a super rare is extremely low at this point, so I'm pretty sure I don't really have to emphasize that, but I think we pretty much got what we came for here. So we got a Cosmic Halo, and we're starting with the uncommons, so there might be something here at the front. We have a Fear by Imagine, so that's another rare, and that's another foil rare. So we're doing actually pretty nicely here with getting all these foil rares open here. We have a Chi-Chi, Door, Unexpected Outcome, Transformation Beam, Sneaking Footsteps, and Unstoppable Level, and Jesus Christ. What the actual fuck? 2 the OTC 2. Oh my god. Thing is about the OTC is that you can also only run 1 in a deck. It's a limited card. It's the only card that's limited in the game to 1. It's the OTC because it's splashable and it's so powerful. And we've doubled up. We've doubled up. So our last booster, our now Gotenks even. Our Gotenks booster. Let's see what we get here. Let's see what we find in our last booster. Okay. Kinda didn't really get the purchase on this particular one. Oh, struggling with the last one. Gonna have to go in at the back. Go from the back, guys, go from the back. If you're ever in doubt, go from the back. And if you're under 18, wait a few years. Well, actually, I say if you're under 18. If you're under sort of 12, wait a few years. Okay, getting in there. Oh god, this is a tough one. Better be a good card. Unstoppable Evolution. Sneaking Footsteps. Nice. An Evil Majin Buu. and a foil as well. Excellent card, probably one of the best rares to be found in this set. Um, really good on its own. Plunder, Trash 1. It's a 6 drop for 2. Chi. You can use Majin Buu techniques, and when you're the attacker in your strategy phase, you can discard target warrior an opponent controls with a turn cost of 1 or less. So you can kind of sweep the board of the little ones, guys, that, you know, your turn 0 Goku, your Tsunama, things like that. Majin Buu will take care of that. And of course, you can use him to fuse into the big guy. So I'm happy with that. Buried Legacy, Captain Ginyu, we got a Giru here. Hidden Weapon, New Majin, Mecha, Mercenary Tao, and our last card is a cool little Super Saiyan Trunks there. So overall, pretty chuffed with that. I kind of had a feeling we're not gonna crack open a super rare, but I think we got what we came for. We got 2 more Dignity of the Conquerors here, and I could not be more happy than, you know, just having these 2 guys. The fact that we got a foil, the fact that we got another one, this is just going to allow me to build even more decks with DOTC in them, and ultimately that's pretty cool. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for checking out this video. Finding these boosters meant a hell of a lot to me. Obviously, I have booster box openings. I've opened 3 boosters of the Awakening here on the channel. I've opened a booster of Destructive Fury on this channel. You can also see some of the booster box pulls that I've recorded about 9 years ago, or 7 or 8, 9, 7, 8, 9 years ago, whenever it was Clash of Sagas and Return, the Warriors Return as well. But this undoubtedly is one of the best booster openings we've had on this channel. So thank you very much for tuning in. Massive thumbs up for the Dragon Ball CCG community out there. Thank you very much for still supporting the game, guys. It means a hell of a lot to me, and I hope this video means a lot to you guys as well. Don't give up the hope. Cards are still out there, and I'm sure one day somebody is going to find a massive warehouse full of these cards, and we won't have issues anymore fighting these ones. But up until that moment, I'll be bringing you stuff as much as I can. Peace out, YouTube. Bus Saiyan signing out. Instant transmission.